Martin Luther King Jr. once said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? United Way is a charity that is very dear to my heart, I'm sure because my husband has donated to them through his employer for several years. We can never afford to give much, but every little bit helps. It feels good to give to a local charity. United Way is essentially by the people, for the people. I think everyone should support the United Way in some fashion, whether it's through donation of money or through donation of time. My first topic is the need for United Way in our communities. You never know, your life could change. You could find yourself in a situation where you're the one in need. What if it was your daughter, battered and abused by a man she thought that loved her? What if it was your son who needed the guidance of a big brother to keep him from a lifetime of crime? What if it was your father that needed hospice care? You or a loved one could need help from one of their many programs. United Way is a great investment in addressing and meeting many of the needs in our community. The 5 areas of need are abuse and neglect, basic needs, dependent care, mental health, and crime. Here's a chart that shows the 5 areas. Again, abuse and neglect, basic needs, dependent care, health and mental health, and crime. And it shows the percentages of where your donations go. Our community chose these 5 areas as what was important to them. This is where all your donations and your volunteer work go, right back to your community. There's a definite need in every community to have a United Way. United Way is a convenient way for us as individuals to contribute via payroll deduction to many health and human service agencies in our community. The United Way movement mobilizes millions to action, to give, advocate, and volunteer, to improve the conditions in which they live. This is where your donations go, like I said earlier, right back into your community to help those in need. When you volunteer, it's for your community. Today, our United Way serves as a community premier charitable institution and provides a means for individuals, organizations, and employee groups to work on behalf of those in need. United Way organizes people to help improve the conditions in their area. All your donations of volunteer time go back to your community. If we all work together, we can become united. We can help make change and help those in need. And here's a poster indicating you can give 10% of your time, 100% of your time, 110% of your time, whatever. Donate something, anything. I know it's hard because the United Way seems like it's always been here, but I want you to try to visualize a world without the United Way. Imagine a world without the abuse shelters for battered women and children, without big brothers and big sisters to help guide your youth of today. Can you imagine a world without the United Way? No one to help the people in our community in all the areas of need. Will you live united? Will you help? There's a need for United Way in every community. You never know when you could be the one that needs help. Donate and volunteer today to United Way. I've brought in volunteer cards that has information for you to contact for volunteer information. And I've also brought in a donation card that you can fill out and send in for donations. Become part of the change that helps advance the common good, creating opportunities for a better life for all. When you visualize a world without United Way, it makes it easier to see how much you need them. As I leave here today, I would like to remind you of the question that I asked at the beginning of our conversation. What if it was your daughter, your son, or your father? Live United is a call to action for everyone to become part of the change. Will you be part of the change?